Hello and welcome everybody for another Disney ice hockey action between the Seaford Warriors against the Boston Tiptons. Here live from the Center Ice Rink in Harrington, Delaware. Yeah, the home team Seaford Warriors wins their last game with 6-4 against Malibu, and maybe they can make a second win in a row today, but it would not easy today against the Boston Tiptons. The Boston in a white and black jerseys from left to right, and the Seaford Warriors in the blue and red jerseys from left to right. Now Jack Brewer on the ball to Looney, and save from Kirby Morris. And it's the first face-off in today's game in front of his goal. And Boston Tiptons wins the face-off, but Philip Rivera is a good defensive effort, and it could be icing. Yes, it is icing. And that means another face-off from a goal of Kirby Morris. Face-off win for Seaford Warriors. Rudolph Gillespie to Philip Rivera to Frank Bickle, and save from Kirby Morris.
Morris hangs on. Tangle.
And the Boston Tiptons player passes the puck back to the goalkeeper, and that means another face-off in front of his goal. Face-off win for Seaford Warriors. Marcus Little takes the puck off of her. Now Zach Martin to Marcus Little. That is Zach Martin. The Seaford defenders a wide step pass. And a great save also from Sloan Jennings. Now Randy Plotsky. Now he had some space for the shoot. And leg save from Kirby Morris. And that must be a tripping penalty for Seaford, I think. And yes, I'm right, because I see that too. And that tripping violation leads to a 5-on-4 power play for the Boston Tiptons. And it could be icing. No, it's not icing. Jerry Martinez. And that is offside. Boston Tiptons wins the face-off, but misplaced pass to Frank Bickle, and he shoots and scores! And that is the first goal in the game in the 7th minute. And Frank Bickle from Seaford used the misplace from Boston. Here. You see, after the win of a face-off from Boston, a player from Boston loses the puck right after he win the face-off against Frank Bickle, and he uses this to make a 1-0 lead. Now face off.
Still have time left to kill on this penalty. Down a man. Controls the puck on defense. And they turn to him on the power play.
And this one nothing goal, ladies and gentlemen, means that
Martin, and what a playmaker
that
he is.
Seaford scores a goal in minority.
From the corner.
In minority. Now Max to Zach Martin, Barra Brownstein.
Jennings makes the big save for this
And Sloan Jennings makes a save. That means face off in front of a goal.
They have got themselves a power play. Let's see if they can wind up their offensive machine and get some score.
Good, and that is a tie for the Boston Tiptons. Great play from Boston. Tailworm makes the goal.
You'll see he really bends his knees to get under this shot.
Face-off win first for
Lean in on the back end.
Seaford Warriors.
Goal here, Clark.
Then
Great backhand and great placement. He definitely had distance.
Seaford makes a misplaced pass, I think, to Tailworm. And Tailworm says thank you and nails the puck into the goal. 1-1.
Crawford gets possession of the puck in the neutral zone. He's controlling
And Seaford has happened the same mistake
off the left side.
that Boston makes a few moments ago.
The centering pass is made. The puck gets up and
And that was a chance for the 2-1 lead for Boston.
barely make their way into the stand.
But
Man gets a grab like that.
the player sets the shoot up way too high.
Start the action again.
But face off in front of a goal from Sloan Jennings. Now George Forges! And he scores! 2-1 lead for Boston. George Forges with his first goal in his Disney ice hockey career.
Hey, look at me. Never underestimate the power of some misdirection, right, partner? Right. I think, though, for most of the NHL goalies, you have to juggle flaming hockey sticks to distract them. They do seem to be tuned in when they need to be. Are excited about that one here in the first period.
They win the face-off,
Go-ahead goal up on the board. That's a good feeling.
and then
Goal scored by
they passed
number 70.
to George Forges and he nails the puck into the left bottom corner. Great play.
Gets control of the puck and
Now George Forges,
clears it up. Offside is called.
and that was offside.
Skaters in position.
Now
to start up
face off
the
at the
action.
blue line. Face off win for Boston. Barbara Brownstein.
He feeds it up the left side. Deeks it.
Esteban Ramirez to Tailworm, and
Just in his first season.
Kim Crawford prevents the shoot on the goal.
Nice.
Great defensive effort from her. Now Frank Bickel with a shoot, and great save from Kirby Morris.
Puck gets picked up.
And it is
Knocked away.
offside maybe? No. Tailworm. Is the puck into the board. Kim Crawford has it. To Frank Bickel. Frank Bickel to Joan Malone. And Joan Malone loses the puck against Zach Martin. Pass to Esteban Ramirez. He has a place for the shoot. Sets up the puck a little bit too wide. Now Philip Rivera. But Boston watched out and takes the puck off of him. Now Joe Malone on the puck. Joe Malone has a place for the shoot. Nice try, but sets up the shoot a little bit too wide.
Offside. The ref's got the puck in his hand and he's ready to start things up again.
Now Jack Brewer. Max.
Over to
Lance
Martin.
Fishman to Zach
Outside,
Martin. Up to
left-hander.
Max. Back to Marcus Little. Ah, sets the shoot a little bit too wide.
They get it out of their zone. It's clear.
And Sloan Jennings mustn't respond to that shot. And that is icing. And that leads to a face-off in front of a goal from Sloan Jennings.
The face-off is on the right side of the goal.
Now Jack Brewer to Looney.
It's fed back to the point.
Looney to Jack Brewer, and the Boston defenders avoids the shoot on the goal. Face off in front of a goal from Kirby Morris. In front of a goal of Kirby Morris, sorry.
The referee gets set to block the puck. Grabs the puck on the face-off.
And glove save from Kirby Morris, and that leads to another face off in front of his goal. 1 minute and 44 seconds left in the first period. Boston's in the lead with 2-1.
We've got a minute 33 left. He gets it.
And it was no problem for Sloan Jennings. Now Jolie on the puck. Jolie! Oof. And the defenders watched out again and avoids the shoot on the goal. And that is the end of the first period. After a 1-0 lead from Seaford, Boston Tiptons answers quickly with 2 goals, and they are in the lead right now with 2-1. And we're heading directly off to the second period. And here we are, all players are back on the ice, and the ref will start the second period up right now. And the face-off win goes to Seaford Warriors. Now Zach Martin to Marcus Little. Marcus Little to Max. Marcus Little. Lose the puck against Robert Wasabi. To Looney. And great defensive effort from Boston. As they got the puck again. And they passes the puck along the board, and that is icing. Yeah, that's icing. And that leads to a face-off in front of a goal from Kirby Morris.
Great job, John. Thanks for that report. We'll take out the goalie in favor of the extra skater.
And the ref has seen a penalty violation. You will see it in a replay a few moments later. And ooh, great body check from the Seaford player to a Boston offender. Philip Rivera for hooking. Let's see it in the replay. Yeah. He touched the skates of a Boston player with his stick, so he needs to go in the penalty box for 2 minutes. Good call from the ref. And now face off in front of a goal from Sloan Jennings. And Seaford wins the puck and plays the puck to the board. Now Boston Tiptons to Max, to Zach Martin, Martin to Marcus Little, and Sloan Jennings with a leg save.
Jennings gets set to defend as they face off to his right.
And Seaford wins the face-off, but Boston is able to get the puck back.
Martin gains possession in the defensive zone.
Now Zach Martin passes the puck to the board, and it could be icing. Yes, it is icing.
There are sometimes you can forgive an icing, but never when you're up on the power play. He's got to know better than that, and you have to waste precious seconds moving it back into the zone. Morris prepares to protect the left side of the goal.
Face-off win for Seaford. No, misplaced pass to Kurt Martin, to Maddie Fitzpatrick. Esteban Ramirez, and save from Sloan Jennings. And the penalty is over for Seaford, and now we had 5-on-5 on the ice. No Rudolph Gillespie.
Back out there, his team switching up
to Jack Brewer. Jack Brewer with some space for the shoot. And Kirby Morris saves, and that leads to a face-off in front of his goal.
And the face-off's coming up.
No, Eddie Jones to Frank Bickle, Philip Rivera. Frank Bickle! And Marcus Little prevents a shot, but Seaford is able to get the puck back. Now March to Frank Bickle. To Philip Rivera, Frank Bickle. Nice body check from Boston, but Seaford is still in possession. And the ref has seen a penalty violation, I think. For Lance Fishman because of tripping. And yeah, that was definitely a tripping violation. So he gets in the penalty box for 2 minutes, and that leads to a 5-on-4 power play for Seaford Warriors. Now Boston wins the face-off this time and plays the puck into against the board. Now Jack Brewer to Robert Wasabi. Jerry Martinez. Great effort from Kurt Martin. And he plays the puck back to his goalkeeper, Kirby Morris.
Continue with the power play. Martin snags the puck on the face-off.
Brewer. And great save from Kirby Morris. Now Jack Brewer has the puck along the board. And Boston grabs it. Now Esteban Rios, Bailey Pickett and George Forges comes in for the Boston Tiptons. Bailey Pickett, oh, great body check from Jack Brewer. Now Jerry Martinez in possession of the puck. Jerry Martinez to Joan Malone. And leg save from Kyle Morris. Now Esteban Ramirez to Maddie Fitzpatrick. Esteban Ramirez! And The Seaford Warriors body checks Matty Fitzpatrick
Saves it.
directly over the board to their own teammates. What a shame for Matty Fitzpatrick, I think, right now.
Morris in goal. Ready on the right side for the face-off.
No march.
He shoots with the biscuit.
Boah. Great body check from Seaford right now. Lance Fishman
Left in the period.
to Marion Mosby. Mosby to Bob. Marion Mosby to Patrick.
Gaining save.
Berg is able to get the puck back, and Sloan Jennings
Game line.
saves with her glove.
Jennings in net. The face-off to his right. Gets the face-off.
And Boston Tiptons wins the face-off. Lance Fishman to Max. Max! And glove save from Sloan Jennings.
This face-off is to the right of the goaltender. Controls the puck on defense.
Now Robert Wasabi to Kim Crawford.
With the puck.
Robert Gillespie, Philip Rivera with a shoot!
The end of the second.
And great save from Kirby Morris. And that
Here's some highlights.
was the second period. Boston is still in lead with 2-1 after two quickly goals in the first period from Boston after the leading goal of Seaford Warriors in the first period also. And we will be right back after we look to the statistics.
Time for another intermission report. A lot more action to talk about from that last period of play. The home team are managing
The shooting statistics are equal, 9-9,
and it's not just that top line.
and the Seaford Warriors
One of their centers has been
are in the lead with their face-off wins, 53% face-off wins for Seaford, and the Seaford wins from Boston and the percentage of the Boston Tiptons are 46%. And that was the statistics, and we will now heading up to the third deciding period. And here we are, the players are back on the ice. The referee holds the puck in his hands and can start the third period right now. Now Looney, and save from Kilmores. Now Zach Martin. Zach Martin.
Fires the backhand.
And save from Sloan Jennings. Robert Wasabi's
Poke check. What a nice poke check, Randy.
Looney to Zach Martin, and Sloan Jennings saves again.
Sits on the puck.
Equal.
Skaters ready now for the ref is off the puck.
Seaford wins the face-off. Now to Jack Brewer, to Rudolph Gillespie. Pass over to Philip Rivera, back to Jack Brewer. Now Frank Bickey has some space for the shoot right now. It didn't shoot right now. Pass to Rudolph Gillespie, Philip Rivera, and saved by Kirby Morris.
Play stops as he covers the puck.
Face-off in front of his goal.
As they switch up their defenseman. Morris will brace himself for the puck drop, which is to his right side. He feeds it up the left side.
Martin to Max, to Bever Brownstein. Marcus Liddell to Max. Shoots and saves by Sloan Jennings. Now Marcus Liddell to Zach Martin, and leg save by Sloan Jennings. Great save from her. Now Jolie Julie to Randy Plotsky and save from Kirby Morris. Now Julie. Julie. No Max. Max is still in possession to Zach Martin. Martin to Max. George Forges to Maddie Fitzpatrick. Sets up the shoot a little bit too wide. Now Maddie Fitzpatrick to Zach Martin. And sets up the shoot a little bit too wide too. Now Zach Martin, maybe with another chance. Jerry Martinez. Takes the puck off of him. Now Jolie to Jerry Martinez. Tries the flick, why not? But the flick was way too wide. Mark and Graf and Roy Wasabi checked in for Seaford Warriors, and the ref has seen a tripping violation from Randy Plotsky. Yeah, he does that definitely against Esteban Ramirez. And that leads to a 5-on-4 power play for Boston Tiptons. Bailey Pickett now on the puck to Esteban Ramirez, and leg save from Sloan Jennings. From Kirby Morris to Maddie Fitzpatrick to Bailey Pickett. He adds some space for the shoot right now, and she scores 3-1. Bailey Pickett. Her first goal in a Disney ice hockey career. No one feels responsible for Bailey Pickett to defend her, and then she says thank you and nailed the puck into the left bottom corner of the goal. 3-1 for Boston Tiptons. And Boston deserved the goal. Definitely, I think. Now Milton Krupnik. Looney and stick save from Kirby Morris. Now Marion Mosby with a shoot, and he scores 4-1. The Boston Tiptons are really on fire right now, and yeah, the Seaford Warriors are really off color right now. No one attacks him, no one feels responsible for him, and I think 3 Seaford players running after him. And wasn't able to come close enough at him, and now decided to nail the puck into the goal. Now Jack Brewer. Now Barbara Brownstein to Bailey Pickett. Bailey Pickett. Pickett to Tailworm, and saved by Sloan Jennings.
Jennings freezes the puck. Jennings protecting the left side of the net.
Now face-off in for Boston. George Forges. George Forges to Norman Portier, to now Frank Bickel. Frank Bickel to Philip Rivera. He has some space for the shoot. but want to shoot, and the Boston players body checked him. Very good effort from him. Now to Zach Martin, to Arvin Hockhauser, and leg save from Sloan Jennings. And face off in front of her. Goal. And Boston wins the face-off again.
Gains possession in the defensive zone.
Now Mr. Blankets. Mr. Blankets to Jack Brewer.
The pass into open ice.
To Rudolph Gillespie. Maddie Fitzpatrick takes the puck off of him. Stick save from Kirby Morris. 10 seconds left in the game. And that was the game. Boston Tiptons wins with 4-1 against Seaford Warriors. Yeah.
What kind of ingredients were in the kitchen for them tonight? This team did an amazing job of turning scoring chances into goal.
After leading goal from the Seaford Warriors in the first half, Boston Tiptons scored 2 quickly goals to bring the team in the lead, and then in the third period the Boston Tiptons got everything under control and scored 2 more goals, and Seaford was in the deciding period really off color, and Boston was on fire. Yeah, and to put all this together, it was a deserved win for the Boston Tiptons. And that was, and last but not least, that was the end of the game, and we will see us next time. Take care and goodbye and good night, everybody.